Hello everyone, this is Tyson with the Miami Association of Realtors, one of your Miami trainers, bringing you a updated commercial MLS class that is going to focus on whenever you're working with investors. For example, if you have an investor call you directly and they would like for you to search for very specific things in the MLS. So this class is going to cover different types of searches, different types of combinations that you could use in order to find several different things. For example, if you're trying to search for a vacant lot, agricultural land, and also searching for apartments. Maybe you have an investor that wants to find a 5-unit apartment that they can invest in and then hold over a course of a couple of years and then potentially flip it. So I'm going to teach you guys how to search for apartments within the MLS system under commercial. We're also going to search for industrial warehouse spaces. We're going to also go over how to search for office spaces that might be for lease. For example, if you're dealing with a business owner that would like you to find a property, an office space that is available for lease. We're going to go over how to search for that. We're also going to go over how to search income producing land that is just land by itself, but there would be an opportunity to potentially build a building on top of that land. We're going to go over how to do that search, and then we're also going to search for what might be already underground for that land. For example, you may have an investor that would like to take land and then build on top of it. There's a couple of things that you may want to consider beforehand whenever you're doing a search. For example, you could search for land that is zoned for multi-income specifically, and then we could also search for to see if there's any electrical hookups or if cable is available, such as fiber optics for internet and TV. That way we can make sure that we fit the expectation of the investor. So we're going to go over all of this and more today. Before we get started, I do want to make sure I mention there is a brand new commercial resource guide that's going to be on our website very soon. It's going to be located in the commercial section. If you go to miamirealtors.com/commercial, or by going right here where you see commercial, you would just give that button a click. This is what the commercial resource guide looks like right now. For example, it includes information based on what's included if you upgrade to commercial. You could get that information right here. Also information based on the commercial certificate program as well, if you'd like to get the certificate. And then we also created a section here if you want to see any and all classes that are specific to commercial. So you would just go right here, give that a click. We also have a section for commercial advocacy. We also have a section here for commercial events and education. We also have information for the products that we offer that will allow you to create a commercial virtual tour by clicking here. We also have a dedicated section that does provide commercial statistics, deals, and rankings right here, and also a glossary of commercial estate terms and a link to our MLS Help Center that has its own commercial section. Moving down, we also have a section on the website if you want to look up anything and everything that is commercial tech. Also, you can go to the National Association of Realtors website and see their commercial series. There's also a dedicated section if you go to the National Association of Realtors based on their commercial research right here. And then we also have the Miami Commercial Training playlist available right here, and information based on if you would like to attend our commercial marketplace. For example, the commercial marketplace is usually held on the first Thursday in Miami-Dade. And if you would like to attend the Broward commercial marketplace, that's usually going to be the second Thursday of each month. If you go here, give that a click, it's going to tell you where that commercial marketplace will be located. And on top of that, we also have an amazing resource. It's the 31 tips and resources for commercial. You would just give that a click. And then moving down, also on this page, we also have a section based on the top utilized products if you're a commercial or residential commercial member. For example, you have access to this service member to member where you can reach out to other agents and brokers that deal directly in the commercial real estate world. Moving down, You also have access to IMAP that will allow you to research commercial properties and also run CMA comps on commercial properties. What's really cool about this section is it does include a link directly to our landing page that will give you all of the resources for IMAP. And then we also have a section here that includes all of the commercial MLS and IMAP webinars and what's in it for you, what you get for free with the service IMAP located right here in this section. All right, moving down, and we have a service by the name of RPR that has its own dedicated section for commercial where you can run a commercial search on a property. You can also run a trade and area analysis report or a commercial site selection, and of course using one of their most amazing tools called Valuate as well. So right here we have the landing page if you want to go directly to RPR. We also have access to their video learning center and also their recorded webinars right here in this section. So there's also other products that are available to commercial members within this guide as well. And then scrolling down, we have another section that I wanted to make sure to feature is the commercial member-to-member resources. So if you do have access to commercial member-to-member, there are rules and regulations when using that service. You can find that information right here. We also have a dedicated section for the most recent up-to-date commercial MLS class located right here, and a quick easy link for the commercial MLS help center right there. All right, moving down, if you are a residential, commercial, or commercial member, you do have access to NAR's commercial branding logo right here, and of course our Miami commercial logo for commercial and residential commercial members located right here, and all of the branding that you would have access to as well for commercial, including the Miami commercial listings go more places. So if you click this, it's going to give you information based on where your commercial listings go. And then we also have this flyer that will give you more information based on all of the other associations where your commercial listing will be available. We also have a Miami commercial stats flyer, and we also have the International Referral Network marketing piece here, commercial in the rankings flyer as well. And we also have a dedicated section here towards the bottom for commercial research provided by the National Association of Realtors as well. All right, just wanted to bring that to your attention. There's another great set of resources that I did want to also bring to your attention regarding Miami-Dade County. There is a land use map that is available if you go to miamidade.gov's website. This is the direct link to get the land use map.
So if you're going to focus primarily on commercial using this map, you're going to look primarily within this section. So right here in red, we have the locations that are commercial shopping centers, such as this area right here, and also office spaces as well in the pink locations. And then we have mixed use business and residential located in the brown section. And in the large blue areas, we have the institutional areas. And then in the darker gray, we have areas for industrial extraction. And in the darker areas, we have the industrial spaces right here. If you're looking also for multifamily income, you're going to look into the darker maroon sections as well, or within the darker brown locations as well.
And there's also use codes that are available from the land management at Miami-Dade.
A couple of quick tips when you go to Miami-Dade Land Management's website. Go over here where you see the three stacked paper icon, the layer list. Give that a click. Select existing land use, and then come over here to this button. It's the legend button. That's going to give you more information based on what you see. So we have the individual codes listed here, and then we have the existing land use information as well. That's just going to help you perform your search just a little bit better.
Located right here, and also the zoning districts as well, including the district codes in this link. I also have the Broward County's information as well. So we do have the land use map, the use codes, and the zoning districts for Fort Lauderdale. So it is a little bit different for Broward. Each city has their own zoning district section. Right now, the one that I have is for Fort Lauderdale, and this would be the link in order to get more information. We're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to focus on doing some commercial searches. So in order to do a commercial search, you're going to go right up here where you see search. And what we're going to focus on today is going to be commercial searching. So we're going to come down here and we're going to go over how to search for different types of commercial land that is zoned as commercial, business, agricultural, or industrial. We're also going to perform different types of commercial building searches, such as warehouse spaces, standalone commercial buildings, as a couple of examples, and also flex spaces. And we're going to also do a couple of business brokerage, also known as business opportunity searches as well. All right, so what we're going to go ahead and do first is we're going to go over to the commercial land section. Right here, we're going to give that a click. And then that's going to take us straight into the commercial land section. Before we get started, you may have coming soon and active with contract selected automatically when you go into Matrix. Some of us don't want to search based on coming soon or active with contract. For example, coming soon listings are not yet available, and active with contract listings indicate that there's a pending contract already on the home. So if you would like to change your defaults whenever you're doing a search, you could just simply unselect them and then come over to this cogwheel right here, give it a click, and then you can click Set Current Selected Search Criteria as my starting default. So the next time you go into commercial land, you'll only have active selected. So in order to have this set up for each property type, you'll need to go into each section, unselect, and then save your changes right here in the top. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started on some commercial land searches. So starting on the left, we have the status section here, and then we have a couple of fields that we can use. We have waterfront available and also searching for waterfront description. However, there's some additional fields that you're going to want to use that do not appear automatically when you perform land searches. The fields that you want to add first are going to be located down here. For example, we have style of property. You're going to want to add it as an additional field. You're also going to want to add lot description as well. It's just going to help you search easier based on acreage. I would also suggest adding usage. That way you can see the different types of land based on their use, located here. And adding on-site utilities as well, and this button that says for lease. That way you can search for land that is available for lease. Also, we're going to search using the remarks as well for a couple of different things, including searching for vacant lots. Alright, so in order to add these fields, you're going to go right here where you see add remove, and then you're going to search for style of property, lot description, usage, on-site utilities, for lease, and remarks. Once you add these fields, in order for them to stay so that you can use them for your next search, you're going to need to go up here to the top right corner where you see the cogwheel and then click Set Current Selected Search Criteria as my starting default. That way these fields do not go away the next time you log into the system. Alright, so this first example that I wanted to go over today will be based on the scenario where you have an investor that describes what they want based on square footage. For example, if you have a client that says, hey, I need land that is between 44,000 to 100,000 square footage based on the lot size, you can come up here where you see lot square footage, and then you can search based on their preference. So 44,000 square feet equals to roughly about 1 acre. So we can come up here under lot square footage, and then we could type in 44,000. We do want to make sure we type the full thing in, and then we could go here and then type in the maximum, which is 100,000 from there. So far, without specifying where we're looking, we have a total of 159 matches right there. However, if your client is not specific based on square footage, they tell you to search based on acreage, you can come down here and utilize the lot description. That's going to allow you to search based on acreage size. For example, you can search based on 1 to 2.5 acres, 5 to less than 10 acres. So that's going to be 5 to 10 acres, 10 or more acres, 2.5 to 5 acres, 25 to 50 acres, 50 or more acres, golf cart lot, irregular lot, less than 1 acre, other lot description, oversized lot, and regular lot. So in this instance, the potential investor told us to search for land between 44,000 to 10,000. So another way of doing that search, if you don't use lot square footage, would be to come down here and then use lot description. So the equivalent to that would be coming down here where you see lot description and then searching by, for example, and then searching based on, for example, 1 to 2.5 and using 2.5 to 5 acres as an example. So what I would want to make sure I mention is this field is used more when you're searching based on the size of the land versus using the lot square footage. So that's just a little quick tip on how to search based on either lot square footage or by acreage. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a quick little scenario. We get a call from a farmer that would like to invest in agricultural land that is used for income farming and for livestock. And they're looking for land that is up to 10 acres. So in order to perform that type of search, what we want to do is go down to the additional fields that we added. We're going to come down here to style of property. From here we're going to select income livestock and also income farm as well. And then from here we're going to select a city. For example, the farmer would like a location in the Homestead area, which brings us to 8 matches. From here we're going to click on results. And then we have the available right here. Do want to make sure to mention that you do have the ability to line up your results based on the price. So if you do want the highest price to appear at the top, you would just go here where you see current price, give that a click it again. And then what that's going to do is put all of the land that we have searched for based on the most expensive to the least expensive, like so. Moving over, we have the acreage section here. That's going to give us the acreage size, the lot square footage, the location information. For example, this one's located in a city location near an industrial park. This one's in a corner location. This one's in a corner lot near the airport, near an industrial space. Then we have this one over here. It's a corner lot in a county location. This one's a corner lot as well. And if we move over, we also have the zoning information plus information based on the nearest road. So I just want to bring that over here. And then that's going to tell us how we can get to that land. For example, this one's saying county road. It is accessible via public road. And then we have this one right here that is city county maintained, main thoroughfare. And this third one, which is county road, city county maintained as well. So in order to see these listings without going into the individual listing numbers, you do have the ability to click on the photo to see more information as so right here. Okay, so that's a quick search on how to search for income, farm, and livestock using the lot description. The next search that we're going to do is how to search for just a plain vacant lot. So we're going to come up here under search. We're going to go down to commercial land, business, agricultural, and industrial again. And then from here, what we're going to do is leverage using the remarks section in order to search based on keywords. An asterisk, vacant, space, lot, asterisk, which will give us a total of 62 matches. From here we can add some additional criteria. For example, if there is a specification from the investor based on the size of the lot, we can come over here and make a few selections. So if they do say they're looking for land that is up to 10 acres, we can select 1 to 2.5, and we can hold down shift and then select 5 to less than 10 acre lot as well. And then what that's going to do is locate all of the land that's available between 1 to 10 acres. So we have a total right now of 14 matches. From here we're going to click on results. And then we have all of the properties that are available, that is land that is considered vacant. So what I want to make sure I mention is double check the remarks to make sure that we're capturing the information based on the search correctly. So you're going to come over here where you see the listing number, give that listing number a click, and then from here you would want to double check the remarks. So it says right here, perfect 2 vacant lots, 20,000 each, for sale together only. All right, so right here we have the plan that's available. I don't see any pictures of the actual land that's available in this one. Let's look at the next listing. This one does not have one either. However, it does indicate here that it is a vacant lot, so our search term was successful in finding these results. All right, another cool thing that you can do when you're searching for vacant lot, you can also add information based on the usage. For example, if you have an investor that wants to find land that is specifically for agricultural use, you can leverage adding unimproved agricultural, recreation, and mobile home. And then we have one property that matches that description. You can also add information based on the usage. For example, if you have an investor that wants to find land that is used specifically for business commercial use, for example, land that is undeveloped where they can add a commercial building on top of it, you would select this option, unimproved business and commercial. So that's going to bring us down to 3 matches. Now remember, we're searching based on vacant lot. However, we can remove the information under remarks, and then that's going to give us more listings to look at. So from here we're going to click on results. Now these results further down on the page, they should be listed at the for sale price. However, the ones up here, they are listed as being available for rent. So I did add the maximum leasable square footage information just in case you wanted to know how to figure out the monthly price for a rental when it comes to land. For this example, we have this one right here. It's priced at $3 price per square feet. And then the maximum leasable square footage for this is 43,700. So in order to figure out the monthly lease, we're going to need to bring out the calculator. It's going to be 3, which is the price per square feet, times 43,700 divided by 12 will give us the monthly cost of $10,925 in order to rent out that land. So I just wanted to share that with you. However, what we're looking for in this results within this section is all of the land that's available for sale. So we're going to come down here. We have this one located at 1324 Santa Barbara Boulevard, priced at $125,000, and go into the listing by clicking the listing number. We're going to scroll down to see some more information. So they're saying right here in the remarks, vacant land, zoned commercial professional, cleared and ready to build, city water and sewer available, assessments paid, investment today and hold or build tomorrow. This oversized corner lot is located at a corner of Santa Barbara Boulevard at Southwest 13th Terrace. Survey is available. All right, we're going to look at the next result. Going to go down to the remarks as well. So they're indicating it's perfect for an investor development opportunity. This 1.2 acres located on Gunnery Road at Centennial Boulevard is located on a residential area near the Lehigh Senior High School, East County Regional Library, Buckingham Trails Preserve, and much more. The zoning on this lot is CN-3. The purpose and intent of the CN-3 district is to permit the designation of suitable intersections located for a broad range of small-scale retail, office, and personal service facilities adjacent to and within future residential neighborhoods without the need to obtain CBD, commercial plan development zoning. So it looks like this land is CN-3. It's used primarily for retail and office or personal service specifically. Okay, we're going to perform one more commercial land search. This one is fairly common. You have a developer that wants to buy or lease land, but they want to make sure that that land has electricity or fiber optics for cable and TV. In order to search for land that has both, you're going to want to come down here. For example, if they're looking for unimproved land that can be used for commercial business, where they can place a commercial building, you can come right here where you see unimproved business commercial, and then you're going to go right here where you see on-site utilities, and then select cable TV and electric. So right now we pretty much live in a fiber optic world. So if we do select cable TV, we're pretty much guaranteeing that there's also going to be internet available. So without specifying a location, we are currently at 128 matches. We can go here under lot description and also add, for example, 1 to 2.5 acres. From here we can come up to city, and then we can search within Miami. So far we have 9 matches for a lot that is 1 to 2.5 acres. That is specifically under the usage of business commercial that does have cable and electric hooked up already. So this is going to give us both for what is for sale and for rent. Sometimes you may have a client that wants to lease out that land directly from the landowner and then build a property on top of it. So in order to see just the rental listings that are available, you're going to go right here where you see for lease and select yes right there. And then we have one match that fits that description right here. Okay, so that concludes our commercial land investor search. We're now going to go into the next section, which is going to be commercial improved and industrial. We're going to go ahead and give that a click so that we can get started. So commercial improved is a little more fleshed out regarding the options that you can use to search. For example, on the left, you can search for, based on the transaction type, if the commercial property is for lease or for sale. And you can also search by property type, building type, such as, for example, you can search for adult congregate, which is adult facilities, anchored centers, such as a space that's about the size of Publix, as an example. You can also search for apartments as well. So if you are using commercial to search for apartments, you're going to find apartments that are 5 or more units. You can also search for automotive spaces, building services, build trades. You can also search for churches. Also commercial residential income as well, condominiums, consumer services, convenience stores, dock height building, which means that the actual warehouse, as an example, has the ability to have semis drive to the back to drop off cargo, so it's at the height of the building. Freestanding buildings, for example, the first thing that comes to my mind would be, for example, CVS, Walgreens, or commercial spaces that are standalone. Heavy manufacturing, hotel motel, industrial spaces, light manufacturing spaces, enclosed malls as well, marinas, medical offices, mini warehouses, mobile and RV parks, non-for-profit spaces, office spaces, office warehouse combinations, other type, professional, residential multifamily, residential single family, restaurant and bar, retail space, school, shopping centers, showrooms, special purpose, store warehouse combinations, strip store, tavern bar, unimproved interior, warehouse space, and wholesale as well. Moving down, there's another amazing section that you can search by, which is type of property, and we have a couple of options here. We have flex space. Flex spaces are normally office and warehouse space combinations. However, they're rather large. You also have the ability to search based on hotels, income multifamily, industrial, or buildings that are used for multiple purposes, such as mixed use, office spaces, restaurant entertainment, retail, and special purpose as well. Alright, so just like last time when we were in the land section, I mentioned to add additional fields. I find that these fields right here just make your commercial searches just a little bit easier and better. So you can come down here and add, for example, for lease, add the type of building, the style of the property type. Also, if you're doing an income search for multifamily, you can search based on the number of units, and you can also leverage searching by the remarks as well. So if you do add these fields, just make sure you go back to the top, give that cogwheel a click, and then click Set Current Selected Search Criteria as my starting default. Alright, so for this first example, I just wanted to make sure I show you guys what flex spaces look like. So for this example, we're going to look for flex spaces that are for sale. We're going to come up here where you see transaction type. We're going to select sale. Then we're going to come down here to type of property and then select flex space from there, which brings us down to 30 matches. From here, we're going to click on results. And then from here, we're going to click on the very first listing number. This first photo is giving us an aerial view. However, I wanted to show you guys what flex spaces look like. Because they're on the rise, there's a lot of flex spaces growing all over South Florida. Just wanted to make sure you guys have a visual reference on what those look like. Going through the images. Alright, we're going to go to the next one as well. So again, they're kind of like an office warehouse combination, as you can see. Alright, so that's going to conclude that search. This more of a visual reference. I just wanted you to see what they look like. And then from there, we're going to move on. We're going to perform a search for an investor. The investor wants to buy apartments. So in order to do that search, we're going to go back into the grid criteria. We're going to clear it so we can start over from scratch. I am going to select active. And then from there, in order to search for apartments that are for sale, we're going to go down to section transaction type. We're going to select for sale. Then we're going to go down to property type, select apartments. And then under type of property, we're going to come down here and select income multifamily. And then that's going to bring us down to 76 matches. However, our investor did mention that they want to find apartments specifically within Miami. So we're going to go ahead and type in Miami into the city. And that's going to bring us down to 29 matches. So from here, we're going to click on results. And then we have the first 10 listings. However, there are more that we had within our results. We can expand the amount of listings we see per page. We're going to go ahead and click on 50. And then boom, we have all of the properties that are available. So it's going to give us the most expensive at the top. I am going to go ahead and click that so we can see the least expensive at the top. And then from here, we don't have the ability to see the amount of units that are a part of each of these transactions in the grid. However, if you do want to see that information, you can go over here where you see ML number into the open space, give it a click, come down here where you see insert column, and then under search you can type in units and then click on number of units, click apply, and then we can line up the grid based on the listings where they did include the total amount of units like so. And then we can also customize this grid for our investors so that we can see more information. For example, how much money that they're bringing in, their net operating income, and also their expenses. So we're going to go over here where you see ML number. We're going to click in the open space, click on insert column, and then we're going to type in net operating income, click apply. And then from here, we're also going to add expenses as well. And then click on total expenses. And then boom. All right. And then from here, we do have some listings that did provide that information right here. For example, we have this listing at 1431 Northwest 71st Street. That is a total of 132 units. They are indicating that their net operating income is $467,100. 194 with a total expense of 748,996. We have this next listing here priced at 5,900,000. They're indicating that their annual net operating income is 411,588 with a total expense of 170,556. All right, if you do want to keep this grid, in order to keep this grid, what you would do is come over here where you see the paper and pencil, where you see manage display, give that a click, and then you could save this grid for a future investment search. You could name it, for example, multifamily income grid, and then click on save as a copy. So the next time you do a search, you can just go here under display and then select multifamily income grid. Alright, so that is how you can customize your grid to see more information. And then from here, what we're going to do is do another investor search. We have an investor that reached out to us that wants to buy an industrial warehouse space located in Doral. So in order to do that search, we're going to go back under search. We're going to come back down to COM, improved commercial industrial. And then from there, we're going to add some additional information into our search. From here, we're going to go under transaction type. We're going to select for sale. Then we're going to come down to property type. We're going to select warehouse space. And then we're also going to go down to type of property and then select industrial right here. And then we're going to search within Doral, which brings us down to a total of 6 matches. From here, we're going to click on results, listings that are available in Doral that are considered warehouse spaces. In order to see more information, make sure you go over to building type, because the type of warehouse may vary. For example, we have this first one, which is just a warehouse space. We have this second one, which is an office warehouse combination, warehouse space. We have this third one, which is an office warehouse combination. And then we have these 3 down here that is an industrial warehouse space. All right, so if you are looking for example, just warehouse space where there's not too much of an office space, you can remove those from your grid by selecting them, clicking refine, and then clicking discard as an example. And then you'll just have those 4 listings. Okay, and again, that is how to search for industrial warehouse spaces that are available for sale. And in the next search, we're going to search for standalone buildings that are available for sale that are used for retail. So in order to do that search, you're going to come over here where you see search. We're going to go back down to commercial improved industrial. We're going to give that a click. And now in order to search for retail space that is a standalone building, we're going to need to go over here where you see transaction type. We're going to select for sale, and then we're going to come down here to property type and then select freestanding. We're going to come down here to type of property and select retail. Alright, so far we have a total of 23 listings in the system. We're going to come over here to the map so we can take a look. And then we have the majority of them. They are going to be located over here in the Miami area. So we're going to start over here. You have this first one in the zip code 33145, priced at $1,200,000. We have another one in the zip code 33130 off of 8th Street, priced at $1,900,000. We have another one over here in the zip code 33127, priced at 0. Okay, so that is interesting. We're going to go ahead and click on that listing number. They are indicating that there's no price. Likely what they're trying to do is to have you call them to get more information. However, let's go down to the remarks to see if there's any additional information to look at for this listing. It is a T5 and encompassed within the NRD 1 overlay. This property carries future development potential up to 8 stories. The property is being sold at a current 5% cap rate with an internationally recognized AAA rated tenant. Between the dynamic location, the opportunity to own a highly coveted piece of real estate with a Class A tenant with great income and the plethora of allowable uses, this building presents unparalleled cash flow opportunity. So they're not indicating a price. They're wanting you to call them. So you would have to come down here, contact the listing agent by using the preferred method right here. All right, we're going to go to the previous result as well. We have this one listed at 85,000. They are indicating that it is for sale, location, brand, commercial location with 600 square feet with a lot parking. And then they're giving us additional information here under units. They are indicating that there are 3 different units that are available and they're not being currently rented out. So let's look at the photos to see if this is indeed 3 spaces available. All right, yeah, I see that. Okay, just wanted to double check that. So yes, they're indicating that there are 3 units available. I wonder if they're indicating that they're 85,000 a piece. What we would want to do is contact the listing agent to get more information from there. All right, we're going to go to number 15. There you go. Okay, so this is what we usually want to see, or this is rather what we usually see when we run a retail building search that's standalone. So we have this one located here in North Palm Beach, Florida 33408. We're going to look through the pictures real quick. All right, and then we're going to jump over to the remarks. They are indicating great location, freestanding retail space fronting North Lake Boulevard, great investment opportunity or use for own business, currently in use for retail service right there. All right, you can also get the zoning information. This one is a C1 as well, which you can cross-reference with the Palm Beach County's zoning code information. All right, so that is how you do a standalone retail building for sale search. The next thing that we're going to do is we have a business owner that would like for us to search for a space that they can rent out that is considered an office space. So in order to do that search, we're going to go back to the top. We're going to click on commercial improved industrial, and then we're going to select as the transaction type lease, and then from here we're going to go into property type and then select office space in the menu. All right, and then from there we're going to go down to type of property just to reinforce that we're looking for office spaces. And then from there the investor is looking into the area of Broward, so we're going to come over here to county and select Broward County, and that brings us down to a total of 160 matches within Broward County. All right, and then from here we can either click on results or go into the map. For this one we're going to go back into the map again so we can see where these lease spaces are located. We have a ton over here in Weston, got a couple over here next to Silver Lakes. We have tons over here in Hollywood that's available, a couple north of West Park. We got a bunch over here in Fort Lauderdale, and then the further north we go, we got some more up in the Lauderhill area all the way towards Palm Beach as well. So just like last time, in order to see more information, you're going to click on the listing, and then from there you can click on the listing number to get more information. So that is how to perform a rental search for an office space for a business owner. And the next scenario that we're going to do is going to be very similar to that. We have a business owner that would like to search for warehouses that are available for rent. So in order to do that search, we're going to come over here where you see search. We're going to go down to commercial improved industrial. Just like last time, we're going to select transaction type lease. Then from here we're going to go down to property type and then select warehouse space, which gives us a total of 72 matches. From here we can indicate the city. For example, we'll look in Miami, and that brings us down to 20 matches. We're going to click on results. And then we have, starting at the top, we do have these listings right here. These first 5, 6, 7 listings. They do look like they're priced at the monthly price. And then we have the ones further down that are priced per square footage. I mentioned this earlier, that you have the ability to put them at the top by clicking current price. And then from there, in order to figure out the annual rent, we're going to do it one more time. We're going to go over here where you see ML number. We're going to insert column, and then we're going to type in maximum. leasable square footage, and then we have all of these listings. For example, right here, we have this very first one at 7320 Northwest 58th Street. They're indicating that the price per square feet is $16 and the maximum leasable square footage is 20,240. And then once again, we're going to bring out the calculator. So it's going to be the price per square feet, $16 times the maximum leasable square footage, which gives us a total of 323,840. And then from here we can divide by 12 to get the monthly price. So this very first listing would cost us $26,986, actually 987, let's round up, per month in order to rent out that property. Alright, in order to get more information, you'll click on the listing number, and then you can come down to the very bottom to see if they provided any additional information. Fairly barren listing. They did provide the property land square footage along with the total building square footage as well. They did indicate that the building type is indeed the industrial warehouse space for our investor, and they also included the year built along with the approximate lot size. So that is how you can search for warehouses that are for lease, and also searching based on price per square feet and understanding the potential monthly price from there.
Hello everyone, this is Tyson, one of your Miami trainers, bringing you a quick video on how to search for business opportunities, also known as businesses that are for sale, that may not necessarily include maybe the structure or the equipment that are a part of the business. What I'm actually going to show you is how you can locate businesses that are for sale that may include maybe some equipment or the structure. So in order to get started, you're going to come up here where you see search. You're going to go all the way down to this section right here that says business brokerage, also known as business opportunities. You're going to give that a click. And then from here, we're going to go all the way down. There are some additional fields that we're going to need to add, such as sales includes, this one right here, and also sale includes as a part of the sale. You're going to come up here, click add remove, and then you're going to look up these two fields right there in order to get started. Before we're able to use these two fields, we want to go up to the top and then select a style of business located right here. All right, for this example, we have an investor. They're looking for a gas station where they're selling the business and possibly the equipment. So what we're going to do is go here under style of business. Then we're going to go down and then select gas sold located right there. Then we're going to come down and utilize the field sale includes right here. And then we're going to select equipment. All right, so we have a total of 5 matches that are available in the system. So again, so far what we're telling the system is that we're looking for a business that's for sale, that is gas, where gas is sold. So it should be a gas station. We're going to double check the images. That also includes the equipment. All right, so we're going to go ahead and click on results to see the listings available right here. So we have the type of business located right here in the grid, and also the field for the equipment that's included right there. So we're going to go ahead and open this up a little bit. So we do have, looks like all 5 of these listings are gas stations. All right, so we're going to look at the very first one at 1,675,000 to see if there's any additional information for us to look at. All right, right here, location has been one of the most reputable gas stations and C-stores in the area, offering fuel, propane, of course, your favorite, and snacks. Looks like they're selling the business with the equipment at $1,675,000. I do always suggest that you guys come down here, contact the listing agent just to make sure that that's indeed what they're offering. All right, we're now going to look at the second listing that we found in our results, located here in Pembroke Pines for $550,000. Also a gas station. All right, we're going to go down to the remarks to see if they provided any additional information. All right, right here they have approximately 170,000 gallons per month, and C-store does on average 70,000 per month. All right, so they're bringing in about 840,000 a year. They're asking 550,000. So you're going to get the business with also the equipment. All right, let's see if they included also information based on any expenses. They did not. What we would suggest to do is contact the listing office to see if they can disclose the total amount of expenses so that we could figure out a potential cap rate. Okay, so this is an example of a business opportunity search with the scenario of looking up gas stations that do include the equipment. All right, I also want to show you another way that you can effectively use the business opportunities section. So we're going to come up here to search. We're going to go back into business brokerage. So for this scenario, we're going to not use style of business. Instead, we're going to use type of business, which allows us to search based on keywords. So for example, we're going to look up a liquor store within the system that may include the license. So we're going to go here under type of business. We're going to input liquor store. All right, let me go and type that out with an asterisk before and after right there. So far we have a total of 5 matches. We're going to go. So right now we have a total of 5 matches. We're going to go down here and then go under sale includes, and then we can select as an example, then this menu license right there. All right. So we have a total of 2 matches that are available in the system. From here, we're going to click on results. All right. And then right here, the grid is set up to give you a lot of great information. So it's giving us the style. This first one is considered a business. Second one they have is a bar lounge, business, liquor stores, and then we also have what's included over here. Let me open this up a little bit. Furniture, fixtures, inventory, leases, license, and then the second listing is including furniture, fixtures, leases, and license. All right, so we're going to go over here, click on this listing number just to get a little more insight. Are the pictures indeed? Yes, it is a liquor store priced at $799,000. From here, we're going to go down to the remarks just to see what they're saying. Lucrative liquor store for sale, established business located in North Palm Beach County with 15-year track record, located in a high-traffic shopping center with Aldi just off I-95, includes approximately $200,000 in inventory, liquor license, fixtures, furnishings, and equipment. So they're offering a whole bunch. All right. They're also indicating their gross sales. They're bringing in annually $773,000. And their total expenses is a cool $175,000 right there. Their net operating income is $95,000 as well. And they're giving us their statement period right there as of last year. And the fixture value of $100,000 right there. All right, now for this final scenario that we're going to do, we're going to look for businesses that are for sale that are restaurants that do include the building. So we're going to come up here to search. We're going to go down to business brokerage again. And then from here, we're going to go under style of business. Then we're going to look for restaurant right there. And then we're going to use the other field that we added, which is sale includes right here. And there's a couple of different options. We have business and building, business, building, and land as well, just a business by itself, or if it includes anything else as a part of the sale. So from here, in this scenario, we're going to select business and building, which brings us down to 7 matches. All right, from here, we're going to click on results. And then now you're going to notice that the grid is giving us the current price, the year built for a couple of the listings, the style of the businesses right here. For example, this one's giving us a little bit more information. It is a pizzeria restaurant as an example. We can also see what's included. For example, this fourth one is including the equipment, inventory, the license, and the trade name as well. Don't have anything else further to the right. We hope you found these tips helpful. You can find more tips like this by going to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/miamitrainers, or by going to the MLS Help Center. Thank you.